So these two books are unique finds, and they are actually unique. These are not one of those that I am like other people that's going to tell you are unique, but you already know. For example, this "You Are a Global Citizen." I know, right? You haven't heard of it. Oh my god, that's a notification. Um, Random everyday Blinkit Zepto notifications. Anyways, where was I? Yeah. So the first book is "You Are a Global Citizen" by Tim and Dominique. Told you these are going to be unique. I'm feeling generous today, even though I caused myself a negative spiral by my own bad uh, memory, bad discipline, and eating a white bread when I shouldn't have done that because I know it messes with my mind and I usually avoid it, but sometimes I just feel like having it when I'm, yeah. So I caused myself a negative spiral, which is why instead of the deeper dive video, I'm making a deep dive plus joy one, which is this two unique book finds that I love that I wanted to share with you because I'm feeling generous today and I wanted to share that joy with you. I'm speaking fast again, and eventually over time, I'm going to share more books with you of different kinds. So let's go. You Are a Global Citizen is a very good book to question yourself, to question the morals and values that you have grown up with, to question how you look at the world, what preconceived notions, morals, values you are taking in, and what you have made a part of your personality, even though if you go through these questions, you will find okay, you don't believe those. It is being a global citizen more rather than just saying because I do admire that model about me of being a global citizen, but I didn't realize that I did have preconceived notions still, not willingly, obviously. These are things that we grew up with, but we do not question. And I wanted to question. I'm so glad I bought that book and I picked it up and went through it because it did help me uh, put my mind through a bender. And if you are someone like me, if you are someone who's open minded, who wants to be a global citizen, be embrace it in being, to talk about taboos, to think about yourself and the world beyond a cultural identity, a religious identity, a national identity, whatever, through your habits or how you look at people, what you would change around you, how you would feel if you weren't born in the same country. Even just imagining that, imagine you were born in some other country, would you do things differently and why? A lot of those things. So I really love that about this book. It really opens you up to being a global citizen. So even though I didn't swipe through the book because I wanted this to come out of me in a way that I have experienced it, because it would get too technical if I did sit with it and did a whole analysis. I just wanted to bring to you my unique find, which is "You Are a Global Citizen" by Damon Dominique, who is one of my favorite YouTubers. Even if you don't see the book, go check out his YouTube channel. It is amazing, especially if you're an open-minded person. If you are culturally curious like me, even if you just like film, cinema, stuff like that. If you are an Ashley fan, then you will find Damon's channel, even just watching it, a pleasurable watch. And even if not, then his personality videos based on the things that he does, who he is as a person. If that is your jam, then even then you'll find it amazing. No, I'm not paid for this. I just if you are on my channel, you should know by now that I just say things that I love because I want to, and that is who I am. So coming back to the fact that I only share things that I love, do things that I love, and I'm genuinely curious of. The second book is Maneki Neko. Sometimes I say it wrong. I say Maneko Neki instead of Maneki Neko, even though Neko is cat in Japanese. In case you didn't know, but now you know. Neko-chan. So I love cats. If you haven't put two and two together, but it's okay. So I do love cats and I do love cultures, obviously, duh. You are a global citizen. and I love being multi-dimensional person, again, duh. Obvious. but it's okay if you are new to my channel. So Maneki Neko is a book about different superstitions, different traditions across cultures. I think this was more on the Asians. Ouch. More on the Asian side. I didn't realize that, but um, Indian, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, these cultures primarily, and it is so fascinating to see that all of us have different cultures but similar gods and similar traditions. Like it is same thing carried over, roughly same thing carried over, and sometimes it's a very similar god, it's a very similar thought, and sometimes it's very different but the god is the same. Sometimes it's very similar in terms of the ideology but the god is different, and a lot of different things. So I loved seeing the commonalities and differences that we have in our Asian cultures. I'm on the top of my mind, I'm only remembering the Asian ones, so if there were another ones, I'm so sorry, I don't remember, but I loved it. Maneki Neko is basically the lucky cat concept, about that different traditions that people across different cultures do to bring luck or to bring prosperity and happiness and joy and love and all about that. If it's Indian culture, then swastik and symbols like that. If it's Japanese, then Daruma dolls and so much more. I especially loved that this was a picture kind of a book. The artwork is flawless. Oh my god. Totally love it. This is so beautiful. And even inside it, I love the pictures of true, like the actual gods and everything. I don't know if you can see. See? So. Wait, let me just put down the mic. So Hinduism, Buddhism, everything. I loved this book. Finding different rituals, prayers, different gods, and different a lot of different things people do across various cultures, and how we are very similar yet different in so many ways. And when it comes to similarities, there are some similarities that stun you. It's like it's the exact thing that people are doing across cultures, but they don't know. Like we are doing the same things with the same intention in very similar ways. Generations that came before us have been carrying to bring us wisdom, to bring us ways to. Still, all of us have the common intention of bringing more joy, peace, love, happiness, and all these good feelings into our lives. And I loved seeing the overlap of gods, practices, prayers, rituals, and also loved seeing the differences in prayers and practices. It was overall a very sweet read. It was very refreshing. It was culturally rich. I enjoyed thoroughly the pictures, the different texts. I loved everything about this book. It's a very sweet book. It's a very unique book that you can just carry about, especially I think if you're traveling, or even if not traveling, or if you are at home. I think this is a very good book to escape to, because it will not only help you escape to what already is around us and find more connection to the world around you, but also escape to different times in life and a bigger picture, which is what I love about both the books. Is they show you how interconnected we are, how our moral identity as a human being surpasses rather than any other things that unify us. Sure, religions and cultural, there are a lot of things that bind us together, as well as our differences, and how putting all of these things together will bring us such a rich. And when I say rich, I do not mean monetarily. Sure, monetarily as well, but in all sense of the word, the richness of life, the richness of human connection. Even though I'm someone who totally thrives on isolation and being by myself, but I think if one finds true community, even if we don't, even as just passing people, passing through life. Wow, passing through life amongst each other, this connection, this thread of our commonalities of being human are what trumps everything. How we are all the same humans after all. How the basic intentions, basic feelings in life stay unchanged. How we are all different generations, different people, but eventually, even our own generations have carried the same heart, same emotions, same feelings, same challenges, same obstacles, same type of hope and faith in higher entities, and all of us have so many similarities, more similarities than differences, and everything binds us as human beings together. There's a lot that I can say, but that is the essence that I wanted to convey, that these two books are unique finds that are very amazing if you are an open-minded person, if you are a curious person, if you're culturally curious, if you do want to see yourself more as a global citizen than a boxed mindset. But if boxed is what you want, then boxed is you shall get. Maybe then that is, I hope that is the kind of content you find yourself aligned to. But if you are like me, if you are open and want to experience more out of life and want to see where you are boxed, where you're not, and have different seasons in life, and you are in that season that you are open to seeing more, then these two books are the unique finds that I wanted to share. These are my secret books, okay, that I was feeling like I wanted to share with you all. I was feeling generous, so so these are the two books that I wanted to share with you. I hope you find them amazing as well. These two are very sweet, cultural. If you are open-minded, culturally curious, if you want to open your mind, if you want to enjoy the fullness, richness of life, and just humanness, everything, more magic in life, more connection in life through all, without having to step out of your home. And if you are just looking for new books, I hope these two are good. They are good. Obviously, they are good. I am very proud of these books, even though they are not mine. But I hope these two books, I hope you love these two books as well. Or even if not, I hope this video introduced you to something new and unique, and it brought you joy, bliss, anything at all. Or it was just refreshing to see something new. And I hope you have a good evening, good night, and bye bye. See you in the next video. Hopefully. Bye bye.